What are you saying, bro?
Bro, I didn't even. Wait, hold on. Let me unmute.
No, I can hear you.
I didn't even bother putting on a shirt because I knew what type of vibe these men were on. I said I'm keeping my dressing gown on, to be completely honest, because these men aren't serious. So guess what? I'm unserious.
I ain't gonna be serious. Hey, same thing, my brother. Same thing. This one ain't this, man.
So, but what I will say is Ten Hag may be the most protected manager that we've had thus far, only out of the simple fact that United fans are so desperate to show that they can back a manager and that they can suffer the bad times to experience the good times. But the reality of the situation is this. Ten Hag is making more mistakes than he's getting right. And if we want to dial it back to last year, here's what it really looked like. Ten Hag came in, he treated Cristiano Ronaldo crazy. We backed him because he was old and he needed to go. So we'll say, okay, we'll give him some grace on that one. He came in, treated Maguire like crazy. We'll say he needed to be dropped anyway. But then did he need to be exiled? We don't know. But we backed him because he was playing poorly and we wanted to see meritocracy. And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? There's a few more decisions that upon reflection, they look crazy, but at the time we backed him and we said, no, this is our guy. He needs to be given time. He's taking us somewhere. We won the Carabao Cup. But now in the cold light of day, it looks like we're no further forward than we are when we fired Oli. And you can say it's the structure of the club, is this and is that, which is all can be very well true. It can be true. However, when it comes to what's going on the pitch, week to week, the players that he's picking, the exiled Maguire, who's now having a renaissance, who you saw the third goal, you saw what he did for that one. We won't talk about it right now, but we'll just say that. McTominay, who was supposed to be gone, right now he's in his renaissance period. He's now the first name on the team sheet. Hannibal Mabry, we swore he was the one. Oh, he shows heart. He shows up and he fights. Where is he now? He can't kick a ball now. We don't know where he is. Kobe Mainoo, we swore as soon as he come back, things will change. He can't kick a ball. Luke Shaw, we said, that's our left back. When he comes in, it will start to be more stable. We can get players playing in the positions that they're supposed to be playing in. He's a centre back now because the manager decided that that's what the case was. Rafael Varane, who last year was our guy. This is the strongest centre-back partnership that we've seen in years. These are our guys moving forward. Can't get a game because Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire are the guys moving forward now. And they're being shipped in the summer. Sancho, he did what he did, but now he can only come back if he comes back and he apologizes to me because I am the man. We can back it, cool. We can say that, that's fine. All I'm saying is, it looks like you're isolating more people than you're making friends with. The team is more fractured than it is together. We're losing more games than we're winning. We're 22 games in, we've lost 11. We've lost 7 games in the league alone at this point. Yeah, we're 3 points off City, but if they play again, we're 6 points. And what's it called? And we got a minus goal difference. I think we're the only team to have a minus goal difference within the top 11 or so. So realistically, to me, it's looking very funny in the light is the point of what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's looking real funny in the light.
Dizzy, listen, I agree with you, and it's crazy to me. KJ, where are you at with this, mate? Because I see a lot of United fans online, and I'm not talking about Cam here. Oh, Saka should score. Like a lot of Man United fans online are defending him. This whole we have to break the cycle of sacking managers. Is that not just a basic way of looking at this situation?
Oh, man. As I said before, I've been Ten Hag, fix this because I believe you can for the longest time. And every game, it just descends into me becoming more Ten Hag out because he's choosing. I just believe he's choosing not to fix this. This is a record for the quickest rebuild Man United's needed since Moyes. And I don't even blame Moyes for that one because it needed rebuilding anyway after Fergie won the league. And anyone would collapse coming after Fergie. So this is the quickest rebuild that we've needed since Fergie. How can we go 18 months of a rebuild and need another rebuild with a new manager, new structure and everything? It's crazy. It's crazy. At this point, it's comedy. I have to smile because otherwise I'll be sad vexed, and I've got enough going on in my life to keep me focused on something. I don't need Man United to be making my head hot. So where I'm at personally,
1-0 Villa, John McGinn.
oh, let's flip and go.
Very good goal. Bailey was just fucking
come
wicked.
to my gaff.
Bailey was just class.
My reggae boy as well. Let's flip and go. Anyway, listen, I think we should get rid of him just so the fact that it makes Jim's life easier. Because I believe if we wait till Jim to come in and then let Jim have him for a few months and then sack him, by that point, everything is finished. Wait, one sec, Cam. One sec. By that point, everything is finished. Everything anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, well, the most likely thing is Jim's gonna come and sack him anyway. Because I don't think he's sitting there at home, twiddling his thumbs, waiting for the Glazers to get this deal through and not watching Man United and not looking at planning of what he's going to do.
He's already started
he's
work.
Already started working. So in my opinion, talk to him. Is this guy the guy you want? No. All right, just get him gone. Put interim in, and as soon as Jim comes in, you come in with the CEO, with the sporting director, with the director of football, and with the coach. Then for me, I'm like, cool, because that is the biggest reset we need. We tried, and we've tried and tried and tried. And I know why people want Ten Hag to stay, because we need to break the cycle. But guess what? We can't break the cycle. We're still in the cycle.
So can I clarify something?
We need to take ourselves out of it.
I want to clarify something, because at no point did I say that I'm Ten Hag in or support him. I just was rebuking points that were made. I want to make that clear. I was just saying Terry said one thing, I heard what he said, and I was just rebuking points. I'm not defending what's happening on the pitch through the manager. And this is what's hilarious. I just can't stand, you both made very calm. I can't stand when any fan, sorry, Staffy, my boy, called me an idiot, because like when we don't talk about what you just said, the whole reset that has to happen, the truth is, and it's the next talking point, is our players are weak mentally. And at the end of the day, however we need to fix that, like Ten Hag could put anyone out there. That's my opinion right now, because we have people here who think, oh, well, I love Manu, put this guy out there. None of us put any of them out there. We're not going to be good. And yes, is that on the manager? Sure. But every manager's had that problem. So what is the actual problem, right? So when we say let's sack a manager, and I'm saying I don't want to right now, I'm saying because I don't see a point, because Sir Jim's not in there. Our recruitment, none of the people who need to make the decision are in there. What if we end up with like an Ollie situation? They go on a run and we say, oh, they look good, keep them.
So no, I understand, Cam. That point is not something I disagree with. We have to. For me, I understand why you wouldn't want to sack him now. My view's been the same now for a few weeks. I don't think, even if the new people come in and go, we're getting rid of all the problems that have existed, player power, we're going to make sure everyone's pulling in the same direction. We're going to hire the right players. We're going to have a fixed way of playing that will last beyond any particular manager. I still don't think Ten Hag turns it round. I still think he has done too much damage to this team. And the reason I say I'm just watching this game here, I'm watching the way that Aston Villa move the ball. And they've got some good players in their team. But they haven't got players in their team that a year ago, 18 months ago, we were all dying for Man United to go and buy. We just weren't. They haven't got midfielders of De Jong's level. But look how they're playing football, because the manager has gone in and gone, this is what I've got. The manager's gone in and gone, this is how I play football. And it matches what Aston Villa are trying to do. So the club and the players and the manager are a match for one another. And he's trying to play his style of football. Unai Emery hasn't come in and tried to do what Gerrard did, and that's have them playing a style of football the players are not good enough to play, and then coach them in whatever particular way it is. Because Gerrard, when he was doing it in Scotland, I know it's a smaller level, but he had a group of players that could play that way. Unai Emery's come in and it's everything matches. They're all pulling in the same direction, but Unai Emery is being himself. I look at Ten Hag and I think my personal belief, listening to what he says and how we play on the pitch, and the fact that he's made so many signings of players that he wanted. Not all, but he's made so many. The fact that our football, forget winning, forget trophies, the fact that our football has not improved in 18 months, that in itself just says to me, he's got to go. Because we said it before we hired him, that we should see, because all the managers that have done well in the Premier League in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years when they've come in, They've all made impacts. Eddie Howe at Newcastle playing good football within 2 or 3 games. That's because he's coaching, again, in the Eddie Howe way. And the Eddie Howe way matches what Newcastle are trying to achieve. So for me, I don't solely blame Ten Hag, but he's trying to manage a style of football that he's not accustomed to, that isn't his style, with a broken board, with a poor recruitment team, and it's a big fat mess. And at the same time, what Dizzy says is spot on. He has damaged so many relationships with people, and we did back the Ronaldo one. We actually got better after that point. We understood with the Maguire situation, but I think he's just it's too much in too short a period of time. And clearly, this isn't me defending Sancho. This isn't me defending Varane, because I don't know why they're out of the team right now. But the players have clearly gone, no, we're not having it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm protecting them and player power should exist. The new part owners have got to come in and eradicate that. But at the same time, I look at this manager, there's just no way, in my opinion, just because the gym comes in, that these players are going to start running for him. There needs to be a complete reset. And what I would do now is I would remove the manager now, have an interim come in for how many games it takes, just to try and steady this ship. Because as it stands right now, we're only going to get embarrassed more and more and more. And by the time we get a new manager, we're going to keep losing. And then any targets, any kind of hope of ending the season, well, it's going to be a whole season gone. And I just don't want that personally.
And bro, more so to the point, when has a manager ever been given the luxury of, let's wait until all of the previous players are gone, he's got a brand new batch of players, and then let's judge him based on what he does with a whole new squad? That luxury has never been afforded to any manager in history. I don't care how big the rebuild was needed. That's never happened. What the manager is judged on is, can he get the best out of the players that he's got at the moment? Can he bring in the right players to get more closer towards the style of play that he wants to play? And can he get results on a consistent basis? Ten Hag has failed on every single metric at this point in time. And also to the style of play thing, I don't know what Cam was listening to, but Ten Hag has said this 3 or 4 times. He said, I keep hearing about people asking me to play the Ajax style of play. That's not what I'm trying to do here. United have a different history. They have a different philosophy. I'm trying to go over here. He said the style of play that Ajax play is unique to Ajax. The style of play that United play is unique to United. So I want to play the United way. I want to find a way to win games on a consistent basis, blah, blah, blah. He's failed in everything, bro.
And do you know what's really mad about that as well? The Man United style of play that Fergie used, the marauding wingers and everything else, is dated now. And that's not a dig at Sir Alex, because in my opinion, if Sir Alex was 20 years younger, like he did throughout his whole career, he would have evolved and he would have developed a new style. He did. He wasn't playing the same in 2013 as he was in 1986. He just wasn't. He evolved. This idea of we're going to try and play the Fergie way in 2023 is ridiculous, because Fergie wouldn't be playing the Fergie way in 2023. He would have evolved. And that's why I was excited about Ten Hag. I thought what we were going to get is elements of what the Ajax do, but with a bigger budget and a club that could keep its players, and that would be playing nicer football. We'd be able to cut through teams. The fact that we do not do that in any way or any shape or any form on a consistent basis, for me, is irrespective of everything else. Get rid of him. Bring in. If we're just going to try and play this way, we're going to try and play this way, and that's the club's decision. Go and get Conte. Go and get Conte.
What DZ made a point? Well, I get what you're saying, where he's failed in all those metrics, but it's like, for what I don't understand how we have gone from like, and this always fucking happens, we're just letting our whole structure off the hook again. No. Like everything DZ said, everything you said it really comes down to, other than the fact that like you should at least be trying to play your style of play. You should, I agree. But when you're saying like he's fallen out with players, well, guess what? He came in and he was told there's too much player power here. So every time a player challenges him or does something, he does probably go too far. That's something we're seeing now. But the truth is, the players have ran the roost at United for however long. Whenever they don't like a style of play, a manager, they down tools, they show weak mentality. And he's come out here and been like, anybody who comes at me, I'm basically sending out the door. I'm not saying it's the necessary right thing to do, but he's overcorrecting a problem that exists in the core of our team. The next one, when it comes to players, yes, you're right. He doesn't get all new players. He needs to figure it out. But I think if a manager who clearly likes his job and wants his job, and he's not a Jose Mourinho saying, well, I want to play the United way. But everybody at the start said he came in and said he had full power over what we buy, who we bring in. But I play the United way. I'm just saying, listen to what he's saying.
What I'll say though, I don't know if you were backstage at the time, but when in the opening monologue of mine, I said what you said. I don't think sacking him fixes us. There's still other things that need to be fixed. But I also think he has to go as well. For me, it's
sure, but just right now it makes no sense to me.
No, I hear you on that. Let's go to some of these super chats here. This says